Now from Angel Stadium in Anaheim, opening day baseball on the show. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Los Angeles Angels. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. We're in store for a major league debut in this one, Singy. It remains to be seen what kind of career he'll have, but here's step one, and there's a lot of hope and optimism around him. This organization thinks he can be an impact player.
And from what I've seen and heard from people that follow prospects really closely, I do too. We may not see him light the league on fire right from the start, as there's usually a learning curve, but I think he has the skill set to be successful at this level for a long time.
The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. So Buxton gets a chance to hit now. Byron Buxton, former second overall pick back in 2012, right after Carlos Correa became the first pick in that draft. Runner takes off. There's a ball. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Sunshine Strawberry will hit next. She's a player who does it all.
That's the ball.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out here on opening day. And he gets that fastball by her upstairs. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps her hitting streak going. She is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like she's expecting a knock every time she steps to the plate. This is J.J. Bleday. Runner on the move, in the dirt. Throw bounces, and she's in there safely with the stolen base.
They are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board, get two runners now in the scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a potential double play. Now that can kind of backfire and kill your rally, but it worked out nicely. Now a chance to do some damage.
That one to first.
Side.
That's out number one, and a run comes in to score.
Well, you're definitely looking to do more with that opportunity at the plate. Two runners in scoring position, but at least he puts the ball in play. They bring across one run. Still one out there to pick up.
One down, runner at third. Zach Neto getting ready to hit. Right side, hard hit. Out number two, and another run comes in.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
As we go to the last of the third. Here's the Angels catcher, Sunshine Strawberry. Short hop liner, handled it short. Over to first, and they get the out.
Up next for the Angels, the right fielder, JJ.
First and second, one out. Teddy Kaplan, the next Twin up to hit. 2 on, 1 out. Line drive, base hit. Runner around third. Now a relay to the plate. And he's out on the tag. Teddy Kaplan with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you worked to get here.
Up next for the Angels, the catcher, number 33, Sunshine Strawberry.
There's a line drive to left field. 2 down.
Up next for the Angels, the right fielder, JJ.
1 out, runner at second. Ha-Sung Kim, the next Twin up to hit. Man at second. And that's a base hit. Runner around third. The relay. The tag, and he's in there. We are tied at 2.
And that's so frustrating as the tying run scores on the play. Need to make a better decision and at least get an out.
Bottom of the 8th. Here's the Angels catcher, Sunshine Strawberry.
Strawberry.
The 0-1. This one in the air, center field. Buxton has a beat on it. And there's one away.
Up next for the Angels, the right fielder.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Brooks Lee, the next Twin up to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Right through there for a strike. In for a strike, and now just 1 pitch away from surviving the inning. Two on, 2 outs. Pitch gets away. Lewis up to second, runner at third holds, so both runners are now in scoring position. In the air, right field. And that's the 3rd out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
On to extra innings. And now for the Twins, Anthony Santander. Man at second. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there's one down.
Up next for the Twins, the catcher, Ryan.
So up next for Minnesota, Teddy Kaplan. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Ball 1 there. Fly ball to right. Lede drifts towards it. And that's the 3rd out. Twins strand a pair. Score remains 2-2. Strawberry digs in. The crowd knows what's at stake. One swing and it's handshakes and high fives.
Yeah, she's the kind of player who doesn't shy away from the spotlight. Let's see what she's got right here.
She gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone.
Clearly didn't want to mess with her right there, so I think it makes sense to play the numbers game in this spot.
First and second, 2 outs. J.J. Blade, the next to hit for the Angels. Chopped on the ground. In plenty of time to first, and we're headed to the 11th. Angels strand a couple. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Now we go to the 11th, and here's the Twins leadoff guy, Luke Keeschel. Man at second. Ball in the dirt, and it gets away. No advance, though. And there's a base hit to left. Heading for the plate. The relay throw. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at the plate.
Well, he just ran through a stop sign right there. Third base coach had both hands up, trying to hold him at the base. He decided to go anyway, and he's out by a lot at the plate. I'm sure the third base coach and the manager are pretty frustrated right now.
Go-ahead run on base. Here's Royce Lewis. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swing and a foul out of play. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Stays alive. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Two on, 2 outs. And that's a strikeout looking. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. And there's a ball. Just missed.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Man on second, 2 down. That one finds the zone. 2 balls and a strike. Ripped to short. Sends it to first. And that will end the inning. 1 run can win this thing as we move ahead to the bottom of inning number 12. We are tied 2-2. All loaded up. Mike Trout digs in now. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
This guy's got good power. With 1 swing, he can win it for him. In the air, left field. Brings it in. Runners tag up from second and third. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Angels win it in 12.
These can be tough at bats when you know you've got to get the ball in the air. At worst case scenario, that pitcher is going to try to tie you up, throw you up and in. But he did a good job pulling the hands through, extension to put that ball deep enough out into the outfield to score that run and win this game.
A 3-2 final score in this one. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. One down. Here's the speedy catcher, Sunshine Strawberry. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Bradley in his 5th season, 26 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2018. Well struck right field. That one carrying. Boom goes the dynamite. A solo shot. The Angels on the board first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Looks like this hitter was looking out over the plate, but she was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
First and second, no outs. Ryan Jeffers, the next Twin up to hit. Base hit right field. Runner around third. The relay throw. And he's out on the tag.
Well, he just ran through a stop sign right there. Third base coach had both hands up, trying to hold him at the base. He decided to go anyway, and he's out by a lot at the plate. I'm sure the third base coach and the manager are pretty frustrated right now.
Two aboard, two outs.
For the Angels, the catcher, number 33, Sunshine Strawberry.
Swung on, belted. Carrying well. And that one becomes property of the beast. Another homer. Her second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. She only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Anthony Santander at the plate.
The left fielder, Anthony Santander.
Here's 0-1. Runner takes off. Strike in there. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
2 unsuccessful stolen base attempts tonight, so I think this is where we probably see them change up their plan offensively. The running game just isn't working, and those are costly outs, so they're going to have to string together some hits and change things up a little bit.
Up next for the Angels,
Strawberry, the former Rookie of the Year, 23 years old. She's a former American League MVP. And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
In the air, left field. And that's the 3rd out. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. We played 4. It's the Angels 6 and the Twins 1. So a man at first. So up next for Minnesota, Teddy Kaplan. That one in the dirt and gets away. The throw into second. He's in there.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Base hit into the outfield. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. The tag, and he's out.
The batter, number 50.
That really hurts right there. This is no time to gamble. When you're down in the ball game, you've got to be sure if you're going to advance a runner or even try to score right there that you're going to be safe. Just a poor decision.
One down. Sunshine Strawberry, the next to hit for the Angels.
Strawberry.
Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Boom. Another homer. That's her 3rd home run of the game. And they tack one on the board. It's 7-2.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. She's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and she's just so locked in with her swing, and she's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching her pull it off as well.
Strawberry was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. Blasted off for 3 homers in the game.
I'll tell you, I was excited every time she came up. When a player is locked in like she was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
Sunshine Strawberry went yard 3 times last game. With that elite power, you won't want to miss this one today. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Los Angeles Angels. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So 2 down, Anthony Santander at the plate.
Santander.
The 2-2. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that's the 3rd out. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Twins 3 and the Angels coming up. 1 down. Sunshine Strawberry, the next to hit for the Angels.
Strawberry.
Coming off a 3-homer game last night. So we'll see how she follows that one up. That's ripped to right down the line. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. So a runner aboard now with 1 away.
Those plays are challenging for outfielders because of the chase to the ball. You know you have to do everything perfect just to track it down. Sometimes even that's not enough to make the catch.
Pavin Smith, the next to hit for the Angels. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Throw bounces, and she's in there safely with the stolen base.
Well, with a good arm behind the dish, it's definitely a roll of the dice here to try to steal second base. Man, he can zip it down there so quickly. That was a pretty good throw as well, but really good, clean, stolen base. She can be pretty proud of herself.
Runner at second. Now this one gets away from the catcher. Throw into third. She's got no chance. She's out.
Well, you want to see runners aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their decisions. And right there, she couldn't really tell how far away that ball was. So if that's the case, you got to shut it down. She gets caught stealing there, takes herself out of scoring position.
Now it's the Twins DH, Brooks Lee.
Brooks Lee.
Two on, 2 outs. Line drive, base hit. Here comes Buxton flying around third. He's in there.
Save!
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Angels catcher, Sunshine Strawberry.
Sunshine Strawberry.
Strawberry, a former MVP. She made her big league debut when she was just 21 years old. The Angels drafted her in the first round back in 2025. That one hammered but pulled foul. Oh, 0-2 now. Stays alive. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and she'll see another.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. A solo shot. That's her 4th home run of the series, and they cut into the deficit. It's 4-1.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. You saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
First and second, one out. Here's Royce Lewis. 2 on, 1 out. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Headed for the plate. The relay. The tag out.
Right there.
I don't think he got a great read and or jump as he was trying to score from second on that one. Nice execution by the defense. Come up throwing, hit the relay man, and then onto the plate. Beautiful example of a well-executed play.
The catcher, number 33, Sunshine Strawberry.
High fly ball, right field. Wallner on the move. Brings it in. And that ends the inning. Angels strand one, and they trail it 4-1. Brooks Lee, the next twin up to hit.
Designated hitter, Brooks Lee.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. So on the wild pitch, 2 guys advance.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
The Twins trying to break this one open here in the top half of inning number 7. Out to center. And that is that. Twins strand a pair as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Bottom of the 8th. Stepping in, Sunshine Strawberry.
33, Sunshine Strawberry.
That one blasted deep to right. That's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Angels, the right fielder, Payback.
First and second, no outs.
Right fielder,
Matt Wallner, the next twin up to hit. The 0-2. Swing and a pop-up. 1 down.
Up next for the Twins, the third baseman, Royce
Strawberry steps in. RBI opportunity here.
Yeah, Boog, important to try and close the gap. One at bat can tilt the scale.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. It's gone. Grand slam. Another homer. Her second home run of the game. And they slice into the lead. It's 9-6.
That swing just injected more drama into this one. So a great job here of staying within herself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, she does more.
So 2 down. Josh Lowe will hit next.
The left fielder, Josh Lowe.
The Halos down to their final strike. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there, down to the last.
Big spot here, bottom of the 9th, down to their final out. Josh Smith, the next to hit for the Angels. Left field. That's It's a base hit. Fires it to the plate. It's offline, and he scores. And it's 9-8.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Bottom of the ninth, one-run game, 2-on. This is J.J. Bleday. 2 on, 2 outs. This one in the air, right field. And that'll wrap it up. The Twins collect their first win of the season. Strawberry played brilliantly despite the loss. 2 homers on the day.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. They didn't get the win, but she certainly wasn't the reason they lost.
Sunshine Strawberry with a remarkable run of late as she carries a 20-game hitting streak into this one. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Los Angeles Angels. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. One down. Now it's going to be Sunshine Strawberry. 3 hits in the loss last night. Ground ball up the middle. Keishel slings to first in time.
Batting third, the left fielder, Just Low.
So a man at first. Here's the veteran shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim. The 1-1. And that's bunted out in front of home plate. On to first. 1 out in the second.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Number 33, Sunshine Strawberry.
Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Boom. Her 6th of the series, and it gives them the lead in the third. It's 3-2. That's her 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This player is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. She got her front foot down. She was strong on her backside, and when her bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's, if you were putting a tape together, positive to watch, that's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
So runner at second, 2 down. Luke Keishel now at the plate. Line drive, that's a base hit. Coming home. Cut off, throw to second, and he's out, trying for 2. That ends the inning, but they do score a run here. On now to the bottom of the 4th, all tied up at 3 apiece. First and second here, no outs.
The catcher, number 33.
Strawberry knocked home 5 runs in her last game. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
I'm sure she's happy after all that production in the last game. I went to the archives for this nugget. You know who has the most 5 RBI games in a single season? Juan Gonzalez with 8 in 1998.
Over to Kim. One. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
So up next, Sunshine Strawberry. She crushed one out of here earlier, an absolute tape measure shot.
Yeah, indeed. It was a rocket. Just launched that thing. Her swing, man, is so clean right now. I doubt she even felt the baseball make contact with the bat.
Ball, go.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's got a chance. He brought it back. What a play.
Well, he just took one away from one of the best in the league. It's not going to happen very often, but when you get the opportunity, better make the play, and he did right there.
Next to hit, Teddy Kaplan.
The first baseman, Teddy Kaplan.
One strike away. There's a line drive to left field. He's got it. Ball game. And the Angels take the finale here. They win the series 3-1. Strawberry managed to keep the hitting streak alive. Just one hit, but it did leave the yard.
She definitely made a difference for him in this one. Nice effort to contribute to the win.
Sunshine Strawberry, fresh off an incredible series and ready to go. Can she keep the good times going in this one? It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Los Angeles Angels. First pitch coming your way next. One down. Now it's going to be Sunshine Strawberry. High fly ball on that one, curling foul down the right side. Strawberry went deep in her most recent game. The 0-1. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Povich in his 4th year, making his first start of the year. And he was a 3rd-round pick in 2021. On the ground, and it goes just foul. The 0-2. That one ripped left field. Way back there, it's got a chance. And caught on the warning track.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. She did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw.
He made it safe.
Well, with a good arm behind the dish, it's definitely a roll of the dice here to try to steal second base. Man, she can zip it down there so quickly. That was a pretty good throw as well, but really good clean stolen base. He can be pretty proud of himself.
The catcher, number 33, Sunshine Strawberry.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Out to short. And I don't know what's going on there, but she's safe at first.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps her hitting streak going. She is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like she's expecting a knock every time she steps to the plate. So a runner at first. Next is the designated hitter, Pavin Smith. And a ball and 2 strikes. Runner on the go. Takes it himself. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Up next for the Angels, the first baseman.
Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat.
Sheets.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Pitch kicks away.
Come on the back, on the back.
And on the wild pitch, she goes down to third. Out towards right center field. Cowser under it. And that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. On to inning number 4. It's the Angels 1 and the Orioles nothing. You're watching Angels baseball on the show, LA. So 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Nick Lofton. This one popped up. Strawberry settles underneath it. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. They trail here 1-0. Runner at second, 2 down.
For the Angels, the catcher, number 33, Sunshine Strawberry.
Ball, that pitch is out.
This one in the air, center field. Cowser should have this one. And that is that. So 1 hit is all they get. We're through 5. It's the Angels 1 and the Orioles nothing. This is Angels baseball on the show, LA. Strawberry steps in. They've got the edge, but the job's not done. She's looking to keep the line moving.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a little insurance, Boo.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back. Go away! Her 7th home run of the season. And they boost their lead. It's 7-0.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Looks like this hitter was looking out over the plate, but she was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Strawberry was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. Had a pair of hits, one of them a homer.
Well, they may want to change how they approach her next time because she was just incredible in this one. She looked like a threat every time she came up.